Did NASA make a gigantic announcement yesterday about the moon?
NASA said they were going to make a gigantic announcement because they like when people pay attention to them. What I guarantee what it is that they have more evidence that there's water on the moon, which we've known for a while.
It doesn't seem very wet there.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I've seen it. It's kind of dry and dusty.
It's not liquid water.
Well,
it's useless.
Yeah, you can't.
What do we do with that solid water?
Throw it away.
Yeah,
get it out of here.
I've looked. I even have a telescope, and the moon is the thing I'm best at finding. And it's true. It's true.
For me, it's the sun.
Another sunny day.
I always find it right away.
Just got blood dripping from your socket.
Actually, looking at the sun, it seems super interesting to me because I see these cool pictures, and I wonder if you can see the flares. But the amount of equipment that it takes to safely look at the sun is outrageous.
I remember this just popped into my head after years. I remember this kid that I was really tight friends with in grade school. He was a little bit of an odd duck. I haven't talked to him in
for me, it's the sun. That's
13,
a good line,
14 years or something. Probably almost 20. And I remember once we were out playing recess, like playing football, whatever we were doing. And for some reason, he just goes, Taylor, look at this. And he just goes, staring at the sun. He didn't challenge me to do it too. He didn't count. He just look at this, Taylor.
That burns forever. That's also a real thing. I think might be in Pennsylvania.
That's
somewhere
right.
in the Northeast.
Yeah, it's in Pennsylvania. And I don't know why they can't. I guess it's a lot of fuel, right? Coal burns really well for a long time.
Attraction. We're not going to put out the biggest draw to Chesapeake County we've ever seen. People love it.
I think you can't go there. Blocked off.
You can't. It closed down a little town. It's that's the whole premise of that movie.
Yeah, I apparently it's going to burn for the next 1,200 years or something, and it's.
Meanwhile, they've got us fucking flushing with a half a liter of water, and my car's got EPA emissions that slow it down. But there's a coal fire in Pennsylvania that's going to burn for the next 18 decades.
Yeah, my dumbass is can't you starve it of oxygen or just fill the underground with water or something? I don't know.
That's what I thought too. And then someone was like, "You can't do that," and I was like, "You're probably right." Yeah. They would have thought. There's no way some guy's going to walk in and be like, "We flooded out." And they're like, "My God." We've been throwing matches at it.
Yeah, let's put out the fire with. Holy shit! We've been fighting fire with fire this whole time.
We need to burn it out. Show that we have the more powerful flame.
Turns out fighting fire with water is genius.
It was just an ancient saboteur terrorist who's started that phrase. No, you want to fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
I think that actually means you pre-burn areas so that it can't continue, right?
No.
Where I've seen farmers do that where if there's a huge out of control fire, they'll pre-destroy crops.
Yeah, but fighting fire with fire has nothing to do with actual fires.
Yes, it has to. At some point.
No.
At some point it came from that.
It's a metaphor.
Oh, actually, when you Google it, the origin of this phrase is believed to come from firefighters who literally fight fire with fire, depending on what the method of the situation calls for. That's right. Water is not always the best way to combat a raging inferno. Sometimes other types are. KnowYourPhrase.com says it.
Oh, okay. They know, they know phrases.
Touche. Yeah.
It's clearly a metaphor.
Oh, well, the phrase finder says respond to an attack by using a similar method as one's attacker.
It can be both, yeah.
And I guess Shakespeare used it?
What's the most common usage? Is it, we have a fire, let's use actual fire to extinguish it? Or is it, let's turn things around on our attacker and give them back what they're giving to us?
I haven't seen the studies. I wouldn't deign to guess.
Well, what would common sense lead you?
I think this is a Kyle argument here. Hear me out. King John, 1595 from Shakespeare. Be stirring as the time, be fire with fire. Threaten the theater and outface the brawl. brow of bragging horror. It's about using the same weapon as the other person. Fight fire with fire.
But firefighters said it too, and they weren't talking about Shakespeare. So
okay, Mac. Taylor is so much more man than me. It's like he's like 8% more man than me. He is like so hairy and like broad. Like I've got broad shoulders, but he's just so thick about it. He's in the actual apocalypse. Like if we saw you, me and my little group, you know, we're down to like hatchets, and I'm like, dude, there's a big guy. It's a big guy. No, there's food. I don't care if there's food here. He'll kill us all. We leave. Because I know you're going to kill us and enslave our women.
I'd be sitting on a throne of Cheez-It boxes, daring anyone to come at me and take my carb loads. Yeah,
I'd present them to you. I'd present Cheez-Its to you like that. I'd supplicate to you.
I'd appreciate that. And I'd make you my right-hand man.
Oh, what an honor!
Put you in a gimp suit, like Danny McBride did to that one guy, and this is the end.
You would flick me that little red Scoopy thing you spread the cheese on with, and those little cheesy crackers. You'd throw those to me so I could suckle at the leftover cheesy bits.
I'd have gained so much weight from like eating. I'd be sitting there Jabba the Hutt style, and you're like
hoarding all the testosterone. You're hoarding all the testosterone left in the
making you dance for me.
I hate the future.
Man, I can't wait till this fucking piece of shit dies of heart disease. First guy to die of heart disease in the apocalypse. That's the goal, actually, to stay so successful that your cholesterol's high and in a post-apocalyptic.
That's how you win.
Having to consciously diet because you're owning people so hard. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it'd be so fucking easy to just put people under my thumb. Yeah,
a huge, gigantic house, fully connected sewer line, which I don't have. So I don't know, maybe.
I mean, you get sewage anywhere. Jesus Christ, this is a low bar we're swinging at.
Well, you know, Kyle, the realtor, it said public sewer on my MLS, but wouldn't you know, 7 years later, when I have somebody come check out my sewage, they find out that not only is there no sewer, not only is it not connected to the septic tank in front of my house that's been dry for 30 years, which was the ultimate psych out. Well, yeah, you must be connected to the sewer because the septic tank has been dry for 30 years. So obviously it's connected to the sewer.
Yeah.
Here's the report that you just paid $700 for like a private sewage inspection. Okay, you shouldn't have any problems with that, sir. Here you go. But go ahead and buy the house with no reservations. As it turned out, they just disconnected it from the septic tank for no reason and then dumped it into a giant hole, which they call a shit pit. So I literally live on a big pile.
What do you call it?
So this is in your yard?
That DWP has been charging me a monthly sewage fee for using for 8 years. So a number of
polluter.
To make me think have this stupid idea that I was connected to the sewer line.
Man, I've never even heard of any.
What a shithole!
Heard of any shit like that? But if I were gonna, do you smoke weed though? Like if you move somewhere,
no, I only do cocaine because it calms me down.
Yeah,
I call the city and say, hey, you guys have been charging me like $40 for 8-9 years since I moved in here for a public sewer that's not connected. And not only that, no permit was ever pulled. I don't know why the fucking sewage line guy didn't notice that no permit was ever pulled, but it's irrelevant. I asked him, by the way, I said, hey, shithead. I pulled up the email of his report. Hey, shithead. Not only was the inspection bad, but there is no sewer line. And he goes, well, and there's no permit. And he goes, well, that's common up where you live. So, okay, well, is it common where you don't have a sewer line? So I said, hey, city, you've been charging me, whatever bucks a month for 8 years. So I've paid you $11,000 for sewage that I don't have that has been for nothing. Right. And the guy goes, oh yeah. Well, here's this form you can fill out. And then in a couple months, the charge will stop. And if we determine that you're right, that you don't have a sewage line, we'll give you a credit.
A credit? Oh,
credit for
free
what?
sewage for life.
Got a credit for $11,000. fuck am I going to use? Can I give that to somebody else?
Can't they apply it to your trash?
Yeah, can you hand those out?
No, it's for everybody. What the fuck am I going to do with $11,000 of free shit?
That is hilarious.
Where is your shit pit? Like, did you not notice there was a shit pit somewhere in your house, in your yard?
No, I didn't notice that there's
Is
a
it
big
in your
pit of
living
shit.
room? Where is your shit
I
pit?
don't know. I don't know where it is. I hope it's under somebody else's house.
Do you not know where the doo-doo goes when you flush the toilet? Do you genuinely? Is it like those old castles where they've just got a hole in the side of the house and it just dumps?
It's going into some underground labyrinth somewhere. I don't know where it's going. It's going on some fucking vampire. I don't know where it's going.
Does it back up into the house? Do you have issues?
No, I've never had it.
It's a big pit.
Who cares?
Why did you look into this?
Because he spent $11,000 on a service he's not paying.
Because my fucking sink was overflowing.
To like.
Because my
Sorry,
go ahead. What'd you say, Woody?
I think you were about to answer. Something inspired you to check out what's happening with your drainage, your sewage.
My stupid cleaning lady blended an avocado in the garbage disposal.
Okay,
the whole thing?
Stupid.
Yeah, the whole thing.
What a dumb bitch.
It's like, oh, your sink is clogged. And I look and I dip my hand in and it's like fucking full on the avocado seeds coming out. Is that my shit pit? Oh, man.
I big front yard.
That's probably not America.
I got a guy to come out and like, can you fix the fucking avocado that fucking idiot just tried to blend in the garbage disposal? And he starts snaking it down. He's like, yo, man, your plumbing's fucked. And actually it's not even connected to the sewer. I'm like, well, of course it's not. Why would it be?
So what'd he do? Just snake it down until he ran out of snake and was like, it's still going, boss.
He brought it with snake.
There's a labyrinth of poo.
He brought it back and it was melted off at the end. He's like, I don't know where it goes.
And it was raining, so it was all over. So it was like at the limit, like the shit pit or what. It was like at the top. I'm like, man, I don't want to live over this. That's
how
horrible.
far away is it? Did he tell you? Like, what's the actual distance between you and this feces pile you've been accumulating?
Like 40 feet.
Oh my god! So you're like in sinkhole danger territory, right? Like this could just
I don't consider that.
I don't know because it's that way. It's like I'm sitting on the lowest part of my house in the studio laundry room. So
it'll be first to be sucked in.
Yeah, it's the first to be sucked in. It's that way.
Please do it live.
I don't know if it's like
get sucked into the ground.
Into the fucking neighbor's house, actually, because the way he was doing it, it hooked to the right and went that way for 20 feet. That's not my house anymore. So
what if you're low key connected to your neighbor's sewage and everything's fine? You could just stop paying and mooch off them.
Trailer Park Boys style.
Fine. That'd be good. Have you seen those salt guns that you pump and shoot?
Got one.
I
have one in the other room that my brother bought me. It's like a joke birthday gift earlier this year. And what it is, it's a you put table salt in the top and then you pump it and it loads like a little shot of table salt, and then you shoot it and it's very short range, but it shoots salt and that's supposed to kill bugs. Mm-hmm. And first of all,
don't use on wasp.
It does not at all kill bugs. If you tried it on a wasp, you're fucking ridiculous because there's zero chance this shit is doing anything but upsetting a wasp.
We got the 2.0.
Like I've gotten like there's like I've abandoned the salt shotgun in favor of my old dish towel with flies because I'm better at whipping them with the dish towel. Like I was doing range practice for the past couple weeks where I'd be like, oh, a fly in my kitchen. And I'd like go grab it and cock it, and I'd be like, okay, I'm 5 feet away. Okay, that just moved him a slight bit. All right, let's wait 20 minutes to see him again. We got
the 2.0 and it kills flies, but
there was a beetle, like a little. It was the same shape as like a tiny little silverfish, but I got close enough to see that it wasn't a silverfish. It was a beetle.
Yeah. One of those long skinny bitches.
Yeah, it was a long skinny thing, and I thought it was the biggest silverfish I ever seen, but it was some weird forest bug that got in my house, and I was like, oh, and it was on the wall. And so I went, this is just last night, I got my salt shotgun and I cocked it. I went in my dining room. It was about like 9 feet tall up on the wall. And I shot it. That's exactly what it is. Bug assault.
I got the upgrade.
And it hit it. and not even enough to knock it off the wall. It just staggered it. And so then I cocked it again and like reached up, extended to where the barrel was like maybe 3 inches from it. And I blasted it and it comes down and it's like wings are still working. Now it's on the ground and it's moving. And I'm just going, oh, bang, bang.
You're ready for it to be over.
I used an entire top container of salt and I shit you not. It took me probably 8 minutes to kill this bug, and because I was trying to kill it from range, and then by the end I was just like execution style, putting it directly above it, and like it was still thrashing around afterward and shit. What I realized about 5 minutes into this bloodbath was that the salt was only strong enough to dismember all of its little bug limbs. And so it got to the point where like I was looking like, all right, he's not moving. He must be close to death. I got a little closer. No, it's just it had blown all of its legs off.
It looks like a roly-poly.
Except for one crawler.
No.
And I was like, this is horrific. And so I got it with one more just right in the back. And it blasted it underneath my drink cart where I like keep my wine glasses and my wine and vodka and stuff. And it died a painful death under there. I think I found it the next morning.
Oh, you found it this morning, dead.
I found it this morning. I went under there. Yeah,
had it crawled all the way to your living room with one leg?
No. Yeah, I was about to say, you find it in another room, like little soldier.
There's so many bugs around here because I live so close to the woods. Like I found a brown recluse the size of this fucking, sponsored weed container the other day. And like, it was so foolish that it thought I wasn't awake at 1 a.m. and that I could just walk across the kitchen floor. No. I pinned it, crushed it enough for it to feel it, but not to kill it. I want it to know.
Wait.
I want it to know. I'm kidding. I kill it right away. I'm not going to slowly crush a bug. But yeah, brown recluse are the worst bugs out there. The
What about the murder hornet?
Okay, not as bad. The brown recluse is the worst thing we have around here.
No, I think
because there's a billion of them in all of our walls in Missouri. Apparently, Missouri is the brown recluse, like home turf.
What the fuck?
Oh, I've been bit by a brown recluse too. Like usually it just I got bit on my arm and it just kind of formed a little, because they tell you it's going to bore out a hole in your arm, but apparently that's only if it's like a big boy and you're already like not that healthy. Because all it did for me, it gives you like this scab that's like raised and it feels like, like if you were to like put a pen tip with the point out like under a piece of cloth and you were to feel the smooth cloth and then the rub over the pen tip, it's like a really hard feeling like right under the skin and then it just fades away. But I also know people that have like got little like holes in their skin from them.
You ever see the guy who got
green
back?
Okay.
You ever
Dead
see the
flesh.
guy got bit in the dick?
Oh no!
Yeah, his dick rotted off. Yeah.
Did he just not do anything?
That's the story they always told us as kids. Like, be careful with that guy's dick rotted off because he was embarrassed to tell anybody. Always tell kids if something's wrong with your dick. Tell. He's like, I will. I promise.
I'll protect the family jewels.
I mean, like for a brown recluse to like rot an appendage off or like bite you in the pinky and have it rot your pinky, you would have to have full knowledge that your pinky was rotting for like 8 days and be like, I'll handle this tomorrow.
I went to the hospital.
like procrastinating as you're seeing bone exposed.
You get bit on the balls and like you're embarrassed. You're like, maybe it's just an infection. Maybe it'll
I won't be.
Maybe like some people don't realize they have a serious medical situation going on. It is, and it's a product of our American system, right? That a lot of people wait until it's too long to go.
Yeah.
And
it's so expensive.
Because we've spent our whole lives being like, would I be silly to go? I need to, hang on. Let me see let me have some juice. Give me some juice.
See how it feels tomorrow.
Because if juice fixes this and it saves us $8,000, then we're gonna feel real lucky tomorrow. But then
let me try a little emergency powder.
That'll work. That'll do the trick.
A little airborne pill, like I'm going on a flight.
Cuts is there's those borderline cuts where it's like, is this stitches or not? I think it's stitches. And you're like, you like look on the inside and you can see deep down inside yourself. You're like,
I'm gonna need a little stitchy here.
Yeah, stitches not as bad as I thought. Like I remember my like memory of stitches comes from when I was a child and like someone would get hurt and they'd come to school and be like, I had to get 5 stitches. It was horrible. And it's like, so they just sew you up like you're some grim puppet? Like what the fuck? But like after being an adult and getting it, it's like, oh, those were just my 5-year-old friends were freaking out. as 5-year-olds are wont to do.
Yeah, I fell a lot as a kid, so I don't know, I had to get stitches on my like chest, like torso area, like right down here somewhere.
Oh, damn.
I fell on it's a big deal. It was like 3 stitches when I was a kid. I was just saying.
Yeah, what'd you fall onto?
Glass bottle in a parking lot.
Ooh.
So it had to be stitched up the heel, right?
Tailgate.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I got this little hairline scar on my ribs.
So Zach, I need you to look up Taco Bell.
Yep.
Cheez-It. So basically, they're making the Mexican pizza or some tostada or something like that. You can get. It's apparently a Cheez-It that's about that big. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the size of that Cheez-It.
Huge.
And it's in there. And it's a partnership.
That's the Crunchwrap Supreme with the Cheez-It inside.
That's a Crunchwrap Supreme with the Cheez-It inside. And think about this. That's revolutionary. That's changing the fucking game.
We got to have
culinary landscape.
This is a way bigger deal than the Doritos Locos Tacos. Like, let's be serious about it for a sec. It's a much bigger deal.
Putting cheese in the crust was a bigger deal than this.
I don't know. I won't dignify that with a response, but this is the future of eating, friends. This is the future of eating.
What I saw on social media was that everybody was just trying to buy the fucking Cheez-Its, which is what I wanted, like Kyle said. Nobody wanted the rest of the taco with it. They just wanted to buy a big ass bag of huge cheese.
That's so funny you said that, Josh, because that was exactly my thought. Is someone tweeted at me and said, "Hey, if you order this, but say plain, they just give you a giant Cheez-It
for like $4."
So I was like, okay. But it turns out this is only offered in like a very specific group of stores.
Of course.
It's not like you can go out and just buy these, which is bullshit because you should be able to, because this is fucking America. And this is Joe Biden's America, where you can't buy a Cheez-It of the girth requested. And that's part of Joe Biden's America, is not being allowed to enjoy
bribe a Taco Bell employee. That would be my take on it.
That's probably what's going to happen. Some black market
you and I,
giant Cheez-Its.
$20.50 for that sleeve.
I've never seen a Taco Bell employee that I didn't think was immediately beginning their parole.
All right, that's so funny you said that. When I was looking for people to shoot with the pepper spray and the taser, and the video I did with Jeremy, where I ended up tattooing him. The first guy we hired was a Taco Bell employee who was taking the garbage out. And the reason that we couldn't use him, because he agreed for much less money than I gave Jeremy, was because the cop had literally tased him before in the line of duty. The cop I was borrowing the taser off.
It was a rerun for that guy.
Yeah, it was going to be a rerun for him.
He was like, no, we're not doing
Yeah,
this.
my Taco Bell doesn't have those, or I would have actually seen if I could have finagled one of those giant Cheez-Its out of them.
That's what I want.
love to have one of those giant Cheez-Its. I'm worried about, because part of what makes the Cheez-Its so endearing is the crunch, the crisp.
Yeah, you want it fresh. I bet they come in a big sleeve. You want a whole sleeve of those, and here's what you want to do. You want to put that thing on a sandwich.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like where you're going with this.
You do.
Perfect crunch.
And it's just a Cheez-It sandwich with a ton of prosciutto on it.
There's and cheese. On the cheese.
Of course there's cheese. Of course there's cheese.
Put it in a grilled cheese.
Should there be no bread? Should there just be just two Cheez-Its?
It'll fall apart.
Then you have to touch it.
No, there has to be bread. We're making sandwiches.
What about a cheesy flatbread that we wrap tightly?
Any amount of bread is good.
What he said, did you guys see they just started putting, I don't know if they're doing this everywhere, they're putting pepperoni inside of stuffed crust pizza now. It's literally a fucking pizza in your pizza.
That's the most convincing argument for NASA, is they discovered that.
Wait, discovered what?
NASA discovered how to get pepperonis into the crust.
I was wondering why it took this
calzone.
Yeah,
that's a good point. I mean, it's basically like calzone crust.
No, you're like the Apollo 6 mission. They figured that out. How to get the pepperonis into the crust.
I just was wondering. It's like a whole pizza inside of a pizza now. You get cheese and pepperoni inside here. I mean, I guess you have a little tomato sauce.
I ordered the breadsticks. I ordered cheesy breadsticks, and then I dip it in the same fucking sauce. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is just an unassembled pizza.
It's better though. It's so much better. I would rather have breadsticks than pizza, if I'm being honest. I would rather have like Pizza Hut breadsticks.
You'd rather have a version of pizza with no meat and no cheese you dip in pizza sauce.
I'm sorry.
That's insane. You should be killed in public.
You can get cheesy breadsticks.
Those are
cheesy breadsticks.
Ingredients.
I like that Romano sprinkled garlicky nonsense on those greasy ass Pizza Hut breadsticks, and
so good.
I'm good with that. But the only thing better than that, and I almost never have gone to this level of degeneracy, it's that Papa John's liquid butter cup.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
I've only had that. I've only had that 5 times in my life. Like maybe 5 times in my life.
You're ordering Papa John's and you're not dunking in that every bite. You're a liar.
My fucking God.
That's the only sales point of Papa
John's. After the shit you take after that. The shit you take
after that. It's the only sales point.
It's lubricated.
Papa John's pizza.
It's that garlic butter we're talking about, right?
Papa John's
that
dog shit
is amazing.
It is dog shit quality pizza that is absolutely carried by garlic butter.
I don't dip it. I don't.
Garlic butter is doing all the heavy lifting in that relationship.
Dude, the pizza is a pain in the ass to get to because all you want is the crust. Because all you want is a garlic butter.
I drizzle the pizza with the garlic butter.
Go fuck
the
yourself.
Whole pizza.
Sometimes I do that. I'm not gonna lie. I put garlic butter straight on the pizza, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait to get to the crust. I mean, I'm not saying I don't dip the crust. I do that too. But first, I throw a little drizzle on that.
You know, I bet if you ask them for extra garlic butters, they give them to you.
Oh, they're 50 cents a piece. They'll load you the fuck up.
They sell them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 50 cents a piece.
50 cents.
It's $5 if you want 10 more.
No, that's carpet guys. Like that's the if you had a carpet guy who couldn't cut carpet perfectly, you'd fire him.
Yeah.
It's just like the windshield repair guys. Like when they sit a whole like 200-pound windshield in your car, and you're like, man, if something's off a millimeter, it irks me, and this is perfect. Yeah, I don't know how you've done this.
They do so well, and I've had them do like nicer car. My wife's car, it was like I think the antenna's built into the windshield, and there's electronics built into the rear view mirror, so it's not a super simple like just piece of glass.
Nope,
they have to get the rest of that shit right too, and they did. I'm like, well, I didn't know that you'd be good, but it turns out professionals are good at their jobs.
Oh yeah, when I worked at the rental car place, we would get dings and shit on rental cars all the time in the windshield, and those Safe Light people were outrageous. You'd be like, "Hey, thanks for coming. Here's a fucking Toyota Yaris that some retard drove through a gravel field. You know, how long is it going to take?" And you'd be like, "This is going to be a whole day thing." They're like, 11 minutes. It's like, really? And then you just watch them go, and like they do a little filler thing, and as you're watching, you're like, how does this work? How is this going to magically fill? And then they like kind of step in front of it, do some wizardry, and they step away, and it's like, gun to my head, I could not tell you where there was a crack earlier. They did so well.
Yeah, they do so. And I'm always so bad about just picking up the phone and call. I think it's 1-800-SAFE-LIGHT. I think that's a fucking number. I'm almost positive it is. Safe Life Repair, Safe Life Replace. Like I know their fucking jingle. And calling them, hey, my $450 special windshield that has the heads-up display glass, like it's got a tiny little crack in it. Come fix that real quick before the crack extends like a fucking spider web, and I need a new windshield. I never do that. Woody was with me the last time I fucked up my windshield, and I let it like get ridiculous. Yeah. Before I did anything. I didn't fix it until like 3 years ago or something like that.
The upside, better yet, the downside of having it repaired instead of replaced is sometimes the windshield's gotten bad slowly and it creeps up on you. And it's just like, yeah, you know, it's just at nighttime in the rain when the oncoming traffic shines in my windshield with 1,000 divots in it or tens of thousands of divots in it. It just lights up and becomes impossible to see through. What is it called? Opaque? What is it when it's like sort of looking through sandy glass?
Yeah, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. Like getting a fresh piece of glass is a big deal. If you
get it and you're like, whoa, I didn't realize I was suffering so much.
Same with new headlights.
Like
if you've got a car that had like the old style like incandescent headlights or whatever, and you upgraded them to high intensities, it's like, oh my god, I can see the trees. Like you see everything. That was one of the bigger leaps forward in technology, honestly, in our lifetimes. It was like those headlights are so good. I love the lights on my bike are so fucking bright at night.
Yeah. Sometimes they're too bright. Like I live in a like very wooded area with some windy wooded roads, and sometimes it's like an Audi in particular will come towards you, and it's like, I know this guy doesn't have his brights on. He's not trying to be a dick, but this is genuinely dangerous to everyone else on the road right now. But
my car does it really bad. I think because it's low, it doesn't make sense. But like sometimes I think
like
that,
it has to shine straighter ahead instead of pointing down.
or it has to, maybe it's at certain distance. People often think I have my high beams on, and I'll honestly get ready. I'm like, they're gonna think my high beams are on, and they're gonna hit me with their high beams, but I'm gonna retaliate with my high beams, and they're gonna be like,
high beams.
You thought that was high beams?
Was lie. Where do you see how high the high?
This isn't even my final form.
do you get people
and
like
I don't even
flashing
flip
their
the high
brights?
beams. I pull back on it, so it's high beams and like everything turns on, and just blind the fuck out of them because they're really, really fucking bright.
And then I hit the roof lights. I am cramping all day.
That's when I throw the tacks out.
And my oil's slick. Like I'm Batman in 1948.
The fact that nobody has ever integrated oil slicks, tack releasal mechanisms, or smoke screens in an actual vehicle suggests that Batman lied to us.
Yeah, I can't imagine that like tacks that you would find at Office Depot are going to be the ticket to crippling the person behind you.
They make tacks that are for vehicles. They're not tacks. They're these like road things. They're like, I don't know how to like do it with my hand, but it's like
a barb and a barbed wire.
It's like this. It's like a barb from a barbed wire fence. No matter how it lands.
I think those are called caltrops. It's what they used on the like Normandy to keep machines from driving up, like very large ones. You know what I mean? Caltrops, does that sound right? CALTROPS?
I don't know. I know that the car specific ones are like hollow. So after they puncture your tire, they're meant to let air out in a controlled rate.
Yeah, and the spike strips, they definitely are. Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, those are cool too. Yeah.
It is neat because you don't just give a guy a blowout and kill him. You slowly deflate his tire until he can make a bad decision on his own, but you've given him a chance to make a good one.
They still haven't figured out a good way to stop cars, huh?
To stop cars, those strips seem like they do a good job, but you have to
you got to get in front of the guy.
Yeah, that's a major
Kyle
downside.
makes a good point. They need either a net that shoots from a following car or a missile,
or just a guy with a gun. Bang! The car is rolling to a stop.
No, I think I think they need a car that has like some kind of a thing where like if you could pull up right behind him and like grab him with like a big gator mouth mechanism.
That would be good. Oh, you know how in Mad Max they have that guy on the fishing reel or whatever?
Yeah.
When they rear end someone, the inertia carries them forward, and then they unhook, and then you just have a wild boy or whatever they're called on top of the car.
Yeah, I like that. But then what do you do once you're on the car with your?
That's his problem.
Oh,
he's got. I mean, he's a war boy. We got a million of them. We try one.
Do we use actual war boys, or do we?
No, we use people on death row earning their freedom.
I thought the testosterone. I was worried about the acne. That was like going into it. Like it was hair loss number one was my concern, and then followed by acne. And I did get acne on my shoulders, like up here on the back part, and like on my back a little bit occasionally, and then like on my delts later on a little bit, but like nothing crazy. I would just need to like really stick to my regimen of like exfoliating and fucking using my creams and like making sure I don't ever like miss a shower.
You missed the boat on the Accutane thing, man. Like you could have got shout out to my mom for putting me on Accutane. I remember the doctor's appointment. I had like acne on my upper lip and a little bit on my chin, and we went in.
Oh, you had like a
two pimples.
Well, it was like down here, like under the
pimple goatee. Oh,
yeah, a little pimple neck beard. And I remember going into the doctor's office and my mom being like, Taylor is so embarrassed by his acne, which is true, and he doesn't want to deal with this. And the doctor, I remember it explicitly. I could close my eyes and see the scene. He was like, "See, the thing with that is that your son's acne, Taylor's acne, it's like a convenience store robbery, and Accutane would be like dropping a nuclear warhead on it." And it was like, yeah, that's what we want. And so that I took it. I got chronic nosebleeds for many years. I had chronically dry skin for many years. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was It was
I missed the boat
early,
though.
It was early 20s that like during winter I would stop getting like regular nosebleeds because it would just happen.
From the time you were 12?
Yeah, I was 12. I took it until I was like 13
So
and a half.
for like 10 years.
And it just dries
Like,
your skin out to
the dry skin would like
levels.
really bother me, but like it would be nice not to ever have acne. Like I got a pimple like 3 days ago, like right here. And it just hurt so goddamn much, and I can't pop it. I was literally driving, and I popped it while I was driving, and I was like, because it was so like big and swollen that like sitting in my car seat hurt.
I've been there. You're
and
like grabbing a mask. You're like,
I was like, you know what,
mask to like tap it.
I was like, fuck you, you motherfucker. You're going down right here. I was in Tennessee, and I heard
was it easy or was it?
No, I was. My hand was shaking. I was squeezing so hard.
Dude, sometimes they go super easy. Sometimes it's like, oh my god, this thing's it's
all
like
you
boom. Was a Cokes, right? Or not?
Yeah,
boom sounds like a lot. It just like, whatever. A little pressure, get the top off.
If I see the beginning of a zit, it goes away like immediately. I bet I've had 4 pimples in the last 16 years.
I was about to ask Taylor if he'd ever used one of those blackhead removal tools, but of course not. I've got one
never
of those.
had to. Yeah.
It's got like the loop on it, like the hook, and I use those on like stubborn like back pimples because like instead of like squeezing something and it forever and ever, you can just put this ring around it and push, and it's like
I know about this.
It's like fucking,
and it cores it out, and you can pull away the pus.
I was like my girlfriend.
It just like pushes down around it perfectly.
Like a pin to puncture.
Yeah.
Pin to puncture, and then this like loop thing that pushed down on it, and it's basically just a ring around it,
like a needle's eye but bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
The acne that I get is almost always like there's like a hard nugget, like in there.
Ooh, that sucks.
Like it's not like liquid pus most of the time or anything like that. It's like there's like a fucking nugget of hardened, like a little kernel of corn that's like in my fucking pore that needs to be like squeezed out or like scratched out. And once it's out, it's over. But like it's sometimes so far in that I gotta use that goddamn tool, and I'm just like, I feel like one of those fucking guys in the Saw movie trying to get a microchip out of the back of my neck or something.
Trying to get the key.
I'm the opposite. If I get acne, it can be on my back, and the cause is always my hygiene wasn't what it was supposed to be that day. Like maybe I showered at night and then at night again, or like it just I'm not nailing it, but in some way my showers were like 40 hours spaced.
Yeah, I feel you.
And especially if I'm like a bum and I spend time like laying down that day a lot, I'll just like my back or something will have not like Kyle's big ones, many tiny ones. And I just have to be like perfect hygiene for 5 days or so and it'll go away.
That was awful. I don't like being in the cold water, but I would do the polar bear thing because that's like I feel like there's like warmth immediately, afterwards, and you're good to go.
What do you gain by you just jump in?
I think it's just a shock. I think it's just fun.
Out?
Yeah.
I think some people feel like it wakes them up in an interesting way.
Yeah, it's exhilarating. I mean,
I don't
those
even
ice
want to take cold showers. Cold showers are
those are for psychotics.
They are. They're for insane people. If you take a cold shower, you're an absolute psychopath.
Really? You don't do it now and then?
Never. No, I love piping hot shower. I like it just to the point that I could barely stand it. That's where I like my shower.
Here's what I do.
My wife
this is another one of my stupid things I do. At the end, and because I heard that hot water makes your pores open, and so if you take a hot shower and you come out, like I feel like that makes you more acne prone. I feel like your pores are open and then they're more likely to get clogged.
You don't think open allows them to unclog? I
don't think that ever happens unless I think those commercials are bullshit. When the Biore like goes down in and gets a bunch of that never happened once. But
I don't get acne. I've got that Accutane shield.
Yeah, I know you do. Everybody else gets acne though. So like at the end of my shower, what I do is I slowly go a little cold, more and more and more. And if you do it really slowly like that, and you rotate so that every part of your body is getting accustomed, you can slowly get to an almost frigid shower and not even mind too much. But you have to go slow. And so I do that at the end of my showers, like because what I do is I take a bath and then a shower every day. At least once a day, usually twice a day, because I got to soak my hair for an hour and then I got to take a shower after the soak.
You got to soak that hair for an hour.
Yeah, soak the hair for an hour, and the Epsom salt bath too. I like to be in there, getting all salty.
No, and when I'm taking a shower, like my body is like visibly more red when I get out.
Yeah,
because it's borderline boiling. It's almost steam coming out of the shower.
You want the temperature right below flesh damage.
Yes, and sometimes right at flesh damage, because that gives a nice.
I want to burn.
Harley, are you a hot shower man? Very hot.
I am a very hot. Like I'm like damage my hair and skin type hot.
Same.
Yeah, like I come out and like I fucking accidentally dry my face with the jizz towel and get 4 pimples. With those open pores, those hot water open pores.
I would like somewhere where
right.
I would like somewhere where they were like real big fans of us inexplicably, and that gave us an ungodly amount of power. I want a badge. I would love the power.
I would love if you had a badge.
Authority. I would like a badge, or at least, all right, stick with me here. In lieu of a badge, maybe one of those 6 sashes like Worf had in Star Trek. Like
no, that's too much. Now you're getting crazy.
I want like a North Korean war hero jacket with all the medals that they're like they have to add another like panel to their suit. So
that sounds at least like a calendar shoot picture right there.
It jingles.
The North Korean war uniform.
Have you ever seen? Do you know what he's
not on your belly?
Do you know what he's referencing? Have you seen it? Like the North Korean generals who literally have never fought a war because they haven't fought since the Korean conflict.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking spackled with medals. Like I mean, more than you've ever seen. So many medals. It looks like a Leslie Nielsen movie. Like they're making a joke out of how many medals.
And you're talking about
who designed those medals? Who designed them and who got them? Who brought them and pinned them? Or is it like bring your own medals to work day forever?
Yeah, it's like Office Space.
Oh shit! Look at it. That's like, dude. That's like when you're browsing your Halo medals after a game well played.
These guys are all 10th prestige.
They're all 10th prestigious. Every COD.
You know what to remember? Not one of them has seen battle. Not one of them has ever been engaged in any kind of warfare.
All these guys were not born or absolute babies the last time there was a war.
Can I tell you?
The Korean
it also looks like
it
looks like there's a wardrobe of jackets, and they all just go to work and grab the jackets there and leave the jackets there. Like it's not their uniform. It looks like it's all one size fits all.
That second to the back one, the jacket does not fit at all.
Look at that guy third from the back. Look at his hand. Look at his right hand and how much it's getting swallowed.
Yeah.
How stupid did the iRobot, that movie iRobot, how stupid do they think the viewer was that they were like, oh yeah, whenever the robot turns evil, its eyes just go red.
Its eyes go red, yeah.
But why? Wouldn't he want to keep his eyes blue so he could blend in with the other million identical robots?
That movie did suck. Did you notice like how many times they try and get you to drink Diet Pepsi throughout that movie?
I haven't seen it.
It was either Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke. It was like there were like it was so obvious to the point it's like Coca-Cola clearly paid them to have like Coke trucks drive by and like Will Smith sit down and be like, I'm stressed about this robot world. Give me a cold Coca-Cola.
You know what got
trademark?
There's 2 of those that irritate the heck out of me. One is the Will Smith movie where he's the last guy in the world. They're very aggressive zombie vampires. I Am Legend. I Am Legend and their Ford placements was so obvious. The opening scene is him tearing around the streets. There's no one chasing him in a Ford Mustang, just being badass.
It just looks like a car commercial.
It did look like a car commercial.
You're absolutely right. They got paid. The reason it's not as like, why would you even do that? Is because if you go back to the movie, so it's been done 3 times, and then there was a book before that, the story of like the last man alive. But the cool one, Charlton Heston, is called like Omega Man, and there's a part right at the beginning. I think he's a Camaro or a Corvette though, a GM product, and he's tooling around like being a badass, and then like out of nowhere he pops up with a machine gun and like just kills a bunch of zombies, and that's how you're introduced to the fact that like Charlton Heston is in a post-apocalyptic world. Cruising around in a Corvette, and as soon as he sees these guys, he's got a machine gun ready. It was fun. It's a fun little movie. Will Smith made it so goddamn sad with his hallucinations and his dead fucking dog. Cry me up. Jesus Christ. Dude.
There's another one. Walking Dead. You guys know I watched The Walking Dead. I've seen it more than once, every episode, etc. It takes place in 2010. Probably everyone knows that. these 2011 Hyundais are all over the place. And every car is like a shitty 1986 Chrysler K car covered in mud and dirt, except for these brand new, shiny, clearly daily washed Hyundai 2011 cars.
Son, go get the Sonata.
You like start getting in the truck and it's like, we got to get out of here. Boy, get the Sonata.
Look at that. Every car is a wreck. They're unattractive, except for the beautiful Hyundai.
Yeah, it's got the corner angle and everything.
If we're gonna make it out of this, Coral, we're gonna need a Hyundai Tucson. In olive drab.
So yeah, they drive
Dad,
around.
it's seafoam.
Look at that. The other car's got damage on the hood. The other one is ugly and square. And then
Coral, notice how the highway ride is so smooth. I can hear the zombies coming up. It's such a silent cab ride. I can hear the zombies in the forest. I forgot what Rick's voice sounds like in the show.
Because of the fuel economy.
I haven't watched it in many years. I don't remember what he sounds like.
That's like a Texas oil man, and he's supposed to be like a Georgia boy.
He's kind of sounding more Looney Toony than he actually was. Yeah. I say, we need to get rid of these.
I said, look at me, boy, look at me.
Oh, yeah. That is so funny. A Hyundai Tucson. When I worked at Enterprise, I drove those all the time. Those things fucking suck. They suck.
They're not what you choose in a zombie apocalypse?
No, I said the highway drive noise because
a cool one.
It sounds like there's a midget in your back seat with cymbals when you're going over 60 in this thing. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had XM radio, so that was the good
part. My dad fucked hard with Missile Command.
I own that. I have that machine.
Really?
I've got
Is that the one where you like?
I've got Mrs. Pac-Man and I've
Donkey
got
Kong.
I've got one that does everything. Like the guy just like programmed like every arcade game into it. It looks like a Space Invader arcade machine, but it just you go into a menu and it's like brrr, like every game that ever existed that you can play on one of those.
Tabletop?
No, it's an arcade machine, like from an arcade.
It's like a full height, not like the halfy.
No, it's the whole fucking thing. Like it's 7 feet tall.
You know how nowadays, like almost every building you go into has a vending machine where you can get like, I don't know, drinks or Snickers bars or whatever. Back in the day, that was an arcade machine. They just have those things you pump quarters. Every restaurant had them at the waiting area.
Yeah, Pizza Hut. That's where I played Mortal Kombat as a kid. At Pizza Hut, like we would go into pick up a pizza, or maybe we were waiting on our table or whatever, and I would just immediately be over there fucking. Because
did you ever play Rampage?
Yeah, but that was at the skating rink. We'd go to Anderson, South Carolina, and they had like a little mini arcade. Like maybe like 8 machines or something in a row, and then they had like the claw, and I would play Street Fighter and that Rampage game and all that shit.
Rampage was awesome. It was like Street Fighter, except it was all like dinosaurs and creatures that you played as. And I remember as a kid, like always begging my parents, and well, it was a place near my grandparents, so always begging my grandparents for quarters so I could get thrashed by the AI. I could barely see over the little thing. That was such a cool. I remember like feeling like I was getting away with something every time they would let me play that, because I'd be like, oh, these dinosaurs just brutalizing each other violently. And like looking at it now, it's probably just the most basic bitch, no blood, no gore, nothing. Like it was not on the same level as whatever that other one is, the fighting game with Sub-Zero.
Oh, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Which one?
That game? Golden Tea.
Oh yeah, they still have that at like a lot of the bars and grills around here.
Dude, I remember playing that shit, and then you would like just like old timers at bars and stuff, how they'll kind of lean you out of a pool table. Like if you were a kid halfway through playing like around with that shit, old dude, every time some 40-year-old guy with his family would come over and lean on the side of the machine and be like, "Hurry up, man, I want to play some rounds." and he would pressure you. If you're like 9 and a 40-year-old dude comes and like intimidates you, you're gonna fucking leave. Like there's nothing I can do against that guy. Yeah,
he could rape you. It's a defense.
Yeah, he could do anything to get that golden tea.
I remember.
That's it.
When I played, I had a limited number of quarters. I gabbed whatever my parents gave me. And I saw a guy who seemed to have an unlimited number of quarters. Like he could just pump quarters all afternoon. Quarters were not his limiting factor in how he played. It was probably time or desire or something. And then one day he came in dressed in his work uniform, and he was a post office dude. He delivered the mail. It's like, grown-ups are rich as fuck.
Wow, that guy took some time out of his busy schedule of getting pussy to come here.
Up, so he looks like a package, and he's just. There's one part where he's sitting on the bed with the girl, and there's about to be a love scene, and someone had mercy on the girl because they just cut away, and the jacket never comes off throughout the whole love scene. Another time he's in this like military movie where he's like with these like special recon, top tier Navy SEAL dicks in a desert city, and one of them gets shot. He's down, but there's still gunfire coming in. So Seagal's got to get this guy out of the street. So he like grabs that guy by his collar, and it's so obvious that a wire is dragging the person, and Steven Seagal is just sort of limp wrist, like it's a bag of groceries, just walking along, like walking. It looks like he's walking a dog, like this whole thing, but he's dragging a full grown man.
Yeah, I mean he's maybe not 200 pounds overweight, but he is well over 100 pounds overweight.
His hairline, it looks so fake.
It's painted on at this point. Like look how dark his goatee and his hair are, like in some of his new stuff.
In this picture in particular, I don't know if you can get in close. I hope the viewers can see it well enough. But do you see how this front patch of his hair is just like curly and not part of the rest of it?
Yeah, it's not real.
Right. Smoking is the way to go. How big of a chicken? It was probably 50% bigger than that one we saw on the beer. Like this was a big enough chicken that had we set it on top of the beer, it wouldn't have gripped it.
Damn.
What's that?
You could eat it by yourself. What about, is it bigger than a rotisserie chicken that you would get from the grocery store?
Much bigger.
Because I can like sit there and eat one of those.
That's a good way to compare it. It's twice the size of a rotisserie chicken.
One of my favorite things to do is to order Instacart from the grocery store and just order an entire rotisserie chicken and a side of rice and just eat the entire thing.
I love rotisserie chicken. Like I remember.
I like the idea of eating a whole chicken though, because the bones are there when I'm done.
Like I remember being a semi-adult in college and like walking into Hy-Vee one day, or Walgreens, whatever it was, Walmart, and seeing a $4.80 whole chicken and being like, this must be an error. Like the whole thing. And I had a spree in college where for about 3 or 4 months, I don't think I ate much other than rotisserie chickens because it was so cheap. And it was easily like 2 days worth of meat if you kind of,
what the farmer gets paid?
Hog wild. The farmer? How much? I don't know.
Quarter.
A quarter per rotisserie?
Yeah.
Quarter per chicken?
Because they're called roasters, right?
A quarter per chicken.
Are you
That's the
serious?
profit the farmer makes? That's what they sell them for?
That's the gross. That's the total amount that a farmer makes. It's about a quarter per chicken.
And by the time we buy it cooked and prepped up and everything, it's about $5, huh?
Well, it goes through a lot of middlemen between the farmer and you, right?
Goes somebody that slaughters it, and somebody
at least
sees
one.
and cooks it.
Were those the kind of chickens your dad was raising as a kid, like rotisserie chickens?
He worked for a bunch of different companies over the years. Last I heard, they were the chickens he grew ended up in lean cuisine frozen dinners primarily. But I think maybe somebody said something about Church's Chicken a while back, so I don't know where the chicken actually ends up. I really don't.
Yeah, that is a wild spectrum you just gave.
Yeah, true. From lean cuisine to church.
The worst place that chicken exists, or arguably one of the best. Like, so
I don't know.